Om Shanti. Good morning, Diamond Morning. Baba's Murli. Today is the 18th of November 2022. In the essence, Baba says, sweet children, you have come into the lap of the unlimited Father whilst alive. You have to become his children, and so you definitely have to follow his Srimad. You have to put every direction into practice. Question. Why does the age of retirement for the world begin, and why? Answer. When Shiv Baba enters the body of Brahma, the age of retirement for the whole world begins, because the Father comes to take you back. At this time, it is the age of retirement for everyone, young and old. Everyone has to go back to the sweet home, the land of liberation, and then go into liberation in life. In any case, when the Father enters Brahma's body, Brahma's age is 60 years. It is his age of retirement too. And the song of Baba's Murli, to live in your lane and to die in your lane. Om Shanti. In whose lane are you going to die? People want to go to the land of liberation and to be threaded in the rosary of victory of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, Shiv Baba. You children know that all the souls of human beings are definitely the rosary around the Father's neck, just as the physical creation of a worldly Father is definitely the garland around that physical Father. Baba says, children remember their father, and a father remembers his children. In the same way, all souls, in fact, remember the Father, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Those are limited fathers, whereas this one is the unlimited Father. Every human being wants to attain liberation, because to be the garland around the neck of the incorporeal means liberation, and to be the garland around the neck of Vishnu means liberation in life. The Father gives you liberation and liberation in life. Baba says, if you become the children of the unlimited Father, you will become the garland around his neck. Children are the garland around the neck of their physical parents. Those parents are themselves children of other people. People sing, you are the mother and the father. When you become the garland around your neck, when we become the garland around your neck, referring to God's neck, we will remain constantly happy. People remember the unlimited Father, and so they want to know how to become the garland around his neck. It is only when Trimurti, Shiv Baba, comes and creates all three, all three, meaning Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar, that you can become the garland around the neck of the unlimited Father through Brahma. At first, you are the garland around your physical parents. It is only when you die alive from them and come to the mother and father from beyond that you can receive your inheritance. When wealthy people adopt a poor child, he goes into the lap of those wealthy parents whilst alive, and the poor parents are also still alive. The child remembers both. You too remember both your worldly and your other worldly relationships. You have meetings with both, You have taken the lap of the parent from beyond in order to receive happiness, in order to receive infinite happiness from him. Those laps are limited, whereas this is the unlimited lap. You have taken this lap whilst alive. You know that by going into his lap, you will receive a lot of happiness in the deity clan. Therefore, you definitely have to remember the mother and father whose children you have become. Srimad has been remembered. You now have to follow his directions in a practical way. It isn't that everyone is adopted instantly. No, you belong to him gradually. The deity religion is now being established. The tree grows gradually. Christ is the first of the Christians to come. Then that grows to 10, to 20, to 50. This tree grows here in front of him, referring to God. Christ leaves, but he, that soul, remains till the end. That means the body, he would have changed the body, but the soul is still the soul. This one is the unlimited Father. Many have to become the garland around the neck of Shiv Baba. Only then will they become the garland around the neck of Vishnu. Shiv Baba is incorporeal. He creates the mouth-born creation through Brahma. Trimurti Shiva has a meaning. There is no meaning to saying Trimurti Brahma. Baba continues to give you corrections. Beneath the picture of the cycle, you have to write discus of self-realization, not spinning wheel, in brackets, not spinning wheel, but discus of self-realization. That government has a spinning wheel. Here, you have to discuss of self-realization. Day by day, you continue to receive corrections. Baba has explained that you always have to say Trimurti Shiv Jayanti. Shiv Baba gives you the inheritance through Brahma. Shiva is the father, so he definitely has the inheritance to give. Therefore, Vishnu is the inheritance. Destruction through Shankar is remembered. This is why the pity of the Trimurti is a main one. The pity of the Trimurti has continued to exist. When you rule there, there will be the picture of Vishnu behind the throne. That is like the coat of arms. People don't understand the meaning of that. The Father has explained it to you. You receive this knowledge at this time. Deities don't have this knowledge. It is the third eyes of you Brahmins that open. The Father explains everything to you so easily. Manmanabha, remember the Father and the inheritance. You are mouth-born creations of Brahman. You are also the Ganges of knowledge. You are mouth-born creations who have emerged from the ocean of knowledge through the lotus lips of Brahma. You're knowledgeable Kumars and Kumaris. Therefore, you are children of the ocean of knowledge. In fact, this is a real pilgrimage. This is the true Sangam, that is confluence of souls with the Supreme Soul, the ocean of knowledge, and the Ganges of knowledge. These matters are very incognito and have to be understood. Those with gross intellects will not be able to understand these things. An easy way for them is to remember Shiv Baba and the inheritance through this one. By having this in your intellects, your mercury of happiness will arise. This is your godly student life. The unlimited Father is teaching you. Your intellects have the knowledge of Raja Yoga, through which you receive your reward. There is no need for this knowledge there. It is needed here. That is in the golden age, there in the golden age. It is needed here. The Father says, I come and teach you Raja Yoga every cycle. I explain to you the secrets of the beginning, the middle, and the end of creation, and how the cycle turns. All the praises of the confluence age when the purifier Father comes and takes you in from the old world to the new world. Preparations are taking place for the destruction of the old world. You can see what is happening in the world nowadays. Today, someone may be an emperor, and tomorrow the military would oppose the emperor and put him in jail. They would kill anyone. There continues to be many such cases. Nowadays, you can't trust anything. There is nothing but sorrow everywhere. Today, someone has a child and becomes happy, and tomorrow the child dies and there is sorrow. This is a world of sorrow. The Father is now making you worthy of the new world of happiness. The Father explains to you what He explains. Children, you were deities and have now become like devils. Yesterday, you would sing praise of the deities and call yourselves degraded sinners. You used to sing, we are without virtues and have no virtues. Therefore, God would definitely have mercy on some. Who made those deities virtuous? You now know this. No one apart from the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, can create deities. People have become completely vicious and impure. Even when they grow old, they don't renounce the vices. Otherwise, it is a system that at the age of 60, they should go into the stage of retirement. They used to do that in earlier days. They would settle all their responsibilities by the time they reach the age of 60 and give everything to their children. Nowadays, they have children themselves even at the age of 60. The Father says, when this one was 60 years old, in the last of his many births, when it was his stage of retirement, I entered him. And that was when he renounced everything. When the Father comes, it is the stage of retirement for the whole world because everyone has to go back. This is why the Father says, constantly remember me alone. Neither young nor old, no one will remain. The Father comes and makes everyone sweet. Both the lands of liberation and liberation in life are sweet lands. Everything has to be destroyed. Everyone's karmic accounts have to be settled. It doesn't take long to experience punishment. When a person sacrifices himself at Kashi, he becomes liberated from his sins. His accounts then begin again. However, not a single person goes into liberation. They think that by sacrificing themselves to Shiva, they will go to the land of nirvana. The Father says no one can go back. Everyone has to take rebirth. The number one soul takes the full number of rebirths. Therefore, surely those who come after him will also take rebirth. You have taken 84 births. Your paths continue from the beginning. This is your benevolent leap birth. It is, Baba says, in this birth, that is, in this age of charity, you become righteous souls. All of those things are limited. That is the month of charity or the year of charity whereas this is the age of charity. Only for you Brahmins is this the leap birth. You Brahmins are top knot, and you then become deities. You know that Baba is now making you the garland around his neck. We souls reside in the incorporeal world, the Father himself says. And what he says, when you were bodiless, you used to live with me. You have now understood that you will first go to the golden age. There is the deity religion. There is no need to make effort, dear. Only at the confluence age is effort made. This is the confluence age. You don't count the duration of the other confluences that take place. This confluence age has a duration. It is a very short age. It is only at the confluence age that the Father comes and changes it. Nothing happens in other ages. When there are 2 degrees less, the kingdom changes. You've had visions of how the kingdom is handed over. The Father comes at the confluence age and makes impure ones pure. This is why the duration of this age is counted from the time the Father comes. Therefore, he definitely has come, and he alone is the ocean of knowledge. His mouth-born creations are rivers of knowledge, the Brahmakumars and Kumaris. You have to receive knowledge through them. Baba has said, create something new with which it will be easy for you to explain to others. Baba has said, create something new with which it will be easy for you to explain to others. Write Trimurti Shiv Jayanti on that. Baba gives you directions, but those who create these things have to be clever. The sacrificial fire of knowledge has many types of obstacles that cause service to become slack. Shiv Jayanti is now about to come. You have to celebrate it with great splendor. In Delhi, there can be a lot of splendor. The coat of arms of both should be shown. Everything of ours would be spiritual. The coat of arms of the government and the coat of arms that is the Trimurti. The Father is benevolent. You children also have to continue to bring benefit to others. The Father is pleased. And what he is pleased? When he sees you're doing this. It is said charity begins at home. You also have to explain to your friends and relatives, otherwise they will complain afterwards. You receive very good points. There are also very good pictures. The rosary too is so good. The rosary of Rudra is created, and then the rosary of Vishnu is created. You Brahmins are those who relate the true Gita. You explain the secrets of the true pilgrimage. While sitting here, you have to remain on the pilgrimage of remembrance, and your sins will be burnt away. There is no other way to become Satopradhan from Tamopradhan. There is a lot of praise of yoga. It is in this that requires effort. It is this that requires effort. Many storms also come. It is easy and also difficult. There are the images of your yoga tapasya and also of your kingdom. You become deities by studying Raja Yoga. You are Raj Rishis. Those people are Hatha Yoga Rishis. You have natural locks of hair. We are now the garland around the neck of Shiva. We are all brothers. You will receive the inheritance from the Father. Prajapita Brahma is also, remember, that one is the incorporeal Father and this one is the corporeal Father. They portray Shankar opening his eye and destruction taking place. They have shown Shankar and Parvati and Ganesh and made him into a householder. There is a lot of blind faith. The father says, I made you so wealthy. You built temples, wrote scriptures, gave donations, and incurred so much useless expense, and thereby reached degradation. That too is fixed in the drama, and this is why the father sits here and explains to you. Baba makes you trickle, does she? Your intellects have the knowledge of the all three aspects of time. Acha, okay, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dana. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharma points to practice for today. First point, this is the age of charity. You have become a righteous soul at this time. You have to benefit everyone. Show everyone the way to go to liberation and liberation in life. Second point, this is your godly student life. Maintain the happiness that the unlimited Father is teaching you. Baba's blessing for today. May you be a protector of the yajna and make the fortress strong with the current of yoga vibrations. Just as you make plans to increase the Brahmin family, in the same way, also plan to make sure no soul leaves from the Brahmin family. Make the fortress so strong that no one can leave. Just as people put a wire of electric current all around, so you should also put a wire of the current of yoga vibrations all around. When the thought has emerged in you to make the fortress of this yajna strong with your powerful vibrations, you will be called a protector of the yajna. And the slogan for today, a knowledgeable soul is one whose stage is most elevated, even whilst he is performing ordinary actions. Om Shanti. Do have a very powerful day in Baba's remembrance.